Since the inception of manned flight to the present day, aviation mishaps have been an unfortunate reality.
Flaps. Fuck. Here we go. Not flying! Not motherfucking flying!
Whether stemming from human error, mechanical malfunctions, or a tragic convergence of both, these incidents have left a lasting mark. The harrowing experiences faced by passengers and crew in their final moments are difficult to fathom. Yet through the retrieval of black box recordings, we gain a glimpse into the chilling reality of those closing seconds. In this compilation, we present 10 recorded utterances from black box airplane crashes. Prior to listening to these recordings, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications to stay updated on our latest content. If you find our videos insightful, please show your support by giving them a thumbs up and leaving a comment sharing your thoughts. Number 10. United Airlines Flight 93. United Airlines Flight 93 was en route from New York, New Jersey to San Francisco on the fateful morning of September 11, 2001. However, it never reached its intended destination. At 9:28 a.m., the aircraft was hijacked by 4 terrorists as part of the coordinated attacks orchestrated by Al-Qaeda. The black box recording captures the chaos and urgency in the cockpit as the hijacking unfolded. The exchange, "Get out of here, get out of here," repeated several times, reflects the frantic realization among the crew that the situation was dire and that immediate action was necessary. In the ensuing struggle between the hijackers and the passengers, the aircraft ultimately crashed into a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania, at 10:03 a.m. Number 9. Alaska Airlines Flight 261. In January 2000, Alaska Airlines Flight 261, an international passenger flight originating from Jalisco, Mexico, and headed for Washington, USA, took off. The majority of passengers were U.S. citizens. Despite the experienced pilot's composed final words captured on the black box, there was no indication of the unfolding horror on board. The flight proceeded routinely until 2 hours into the journey when a mechanical fault, attributed to inadequate aircraft maintenance, caused the plane to nosedive 8,000 feet for 80 seconds. Both pilots were seasoned veterans, accumulating over 25,000 flight hours combined, and had clean records without prior accidents or incidents. Tragically, all 88 individuals on board, including 83 passengers and 5 crew members, perished upon impact. The poignant last words of the courageous pilots, recorded on tape, were, "Ah, here we go." Number 8. Japan Airlines Flight 123. Japan Airlines Flight 123 holds the grim distinction of being the second deadliest single aircraft accident in aviation history, as evidenced by the final words captured on the black box, indicating the captain's awareness of the dire circumstances. The domestic flight en route from Tokyo to Osaka encountered doom a mere 12 minutes into its journey, culminating in a tragic fate in the mountains just 30 minutes later. With 524 individuals on board, only 4 survived. While some passengers initially survived the crash, delayed rescue efforts by Japanese forces resulted in additional fatalities. Investigations revealed that a faulty repair following an incident 7 years prior was the root cause of the crash. The last words transmitted from the cockpit convey the pilot's acknowledgement of their inevitable fate. All hydraulics failed. Number 7. Delta Airlines Flight 1141. On Delta Airlines Flight 1141, tragedy struck a mere 22 seconds into the flight. Departing from Jackson, Mississippi in August 1988, bound for Salt Lake City, Utah, the crew engaged in conversation about a previous airline crash and speculated about potential recordings on the black box recorder in the event of a crash themselves. Little did they know that this would become a chilling reality moments later. As the aircraft prepared for takeoff, everything seemed normal until the front wheel lifted off the ground. Suddenly, the plane veered, striking an antenna with its wingtip, igniting a fire that engulfed the rear of the aircraft. Investigations revealed the crash to be due to pilot error. The final recorded words on the black box, uttered amidst the chaos, likely differed greatly from the lighthearted banter exchanged moments before. "We got an engine failure. We're not gonna make it. Full power."
Wingo transition.
Heading 270 to join the Wingo transition, American 960.
Eagle 703, contact Miami Center now on 132.45. Critter 592, you can turn left heading 100 and join the runway 12 localizer at Miami. Critter 592, descend and maintain 3000.
6. ELL Flight 1862. One of the deadliest accidents in aviation history occurred, claiming more lives on the ground than aboard the plane itself. In the final moments captured on the black box recording, it was evident that the flight crew understood the severity of their situation. "Going down, 1862, going down, copied going down," were the haunting words transmitted. The Israeli cargo plane had departed from New York's JFK Airport with a brief stopover in Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport before continuing its journey to Tel Aviv, Israel. During the initial portion of the flight, concerns arose, including an issue with engine number 3. Nevertheless, the plane pressed on towards its destination. Shortly after takeoff, a loud bang signaled the detachment of engine 3 from the wing, which in turn dislodged engine number 4 and caused significant damage to the wing flaps. The damage, attributed to microscopic cracks induced by fatigue, led to a loss of control over the aircraft. Despite the pilot's efforts to execute an emergency landing back at Schiphol, it proved unfeasible. Consequently, the cargo plane plummeted into 2 high-rise apartment complexes. Number 5. Pakistan Flight 8303. The COVID-19 pandemic severely disrupted air travel, but despite this, 2020 witnessed tragic airplane accidents, with one of the most devastating being the crash of Pakistan International Airlines Flight 8303 in Karachi in May. 97 individuals lost their lives in the crash, yet remarkably, 2 people managed to survive. The aircraft lost 2 engines and ultimately crashed into a residential area after encountering difficulties during multiple landing attempts at Jinnah International Airport. A transcript of the pilot's final communication with air traffic control revealed awareness of engine issues. "We are returning back, sir. We have lost 2 engines," the pilot conveyed. "Sir, Mayday, 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 Pakistan 8303. The transmission then ceased. Survivor Mohammed Zubair recounted hearing the pilot informing passengers via the intercom about the engine trouble and warning them of a challenging landing ahead. Number 4. American Airlines. Flight 587. American Airlines. Flight 587 was a scheduled domestic passenger flight from John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City to Las Americas International Airport in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. The aircraft, an Airbus A300-600, was carrying 251 passengers and 9 crew members. Shortly after takeoff, as the aircraft climbed to cruising altitude, it encountered wake turbulence from a preceding Japan Airlines Boeing 747. Wake turbulence occurs behind an aircraft as it generates lift, and it can pose a hazard to trailing aircraft, particularly during takeoff and landing. The flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder captured the moment when the aircraft encountered severe turbulence and experienced sudden and extreme rudder movements. The quoted exchange, "What the hell are we into?" reflects the captain's startled realization as the aircraft's flight control systems responded to the turbulence. The crash resulted in the deaths of all 260 people on board and 5 individuals on the ground. Number 3. Swissair 111. Swissair 111's final words, "Rauf," meaning up, were tragically accurate. The aircraft, departing from JFK Airport in New York in September 1998, bound for Geneva, Switzerland, encountered smoke in the cockpit 2 hours into the flight. Despite the captain's request for an emergency landing, the situation worsened, leading to a crash into the Atlantic Ocean just 15 minutes later. All 229 passengers and crew perished on impact. Number 2. Malaysia Airlines Flight 17. "Oh no!" The startled exclamation of the crew as the aircraft was struck by a surface-to-air missile over eastern Ukraine. leading to the tragic loss of all on board. Number 1. ValueJet Flight 592. In May 1996, a flight bound for Atlanta crash-landed just 10 minutes after departing from Miami Airport. The incident began with passengers detecting smoke in the cabin and pilots experiencing a loss of electrical power after hearing a loud bang. Subsequently, a fire broke out in the passenger cabin, prompting the captain to request an emergency landing back at Miami Airport. However, the plane spiraled out of control and crashed into the Everglades at a speed exceeding 507 miles per hour. All 110 individuals on board perished in the crash, attributed to a fire ignited by improper cargo storage. The final words recorded on the black box indicate the pilot's confusion. Smoke in the cockpit, smoke in the cabin. Thank you for watching our Absolute Facts video. If you enjoyed it, please like and share with others who might find it interesting. Your support means a lot to us. Stay tuned for our next captivating video. See you next time.